So for him to ask that is perfectly normal. He expects you to have one.
And I'm well.
I'm just looking nervously to the other two.
Because if you don't have something like this, or you're not traveling with somebody of some social significance, there's a name for you.
Yeah, well, see, we used to travel with a guy, Jovan.
Yeah, remember he had that little medallion of office.
Yeah.
I kind of asked, was he your guide?
He was our companion.
Okay.
And
He
my
hired
friend,
me.
and me. Unfortunately, he's not around here anymore.
So been drifting ever since?
Well, ever since it's not been that long. We've just...
This is very
we haven't really been to any other places than here before we lost him, so... You can say. It's...
I'm enjoying this greatly because I think all of your characters are realizing that when you try to explain yourselves, you sound a lot like people who did something terrible and had to flee from wherever you came from very fast.
Okay. It's a long story, and it wasn't our fault at all. God gracious.
If someone says it's not my fault at all,
I know.
I'll
Yes.
be guilty.
So anyway, the conversation is...
Please, Erko, can you explain?
Yeah, well, it's easy to make enemies, even if you don't want to. There's always someone that, you're always going to bug someone, and so we made some enemies, and unfortunately we lost our friend along the way, and
That saddens me.
thank you. And I'm just traveling, trying to find, see ruins and find maybe some interesting scrolls, and I found these people along the way, and we make a good team, so we stay together. And
you said that you're looking for scrolls. Are you searching for power?
You will quickly understand by just looking at Urko and Jala that they are from the cult of the buried dead. So they are always hunting secrets and traveling places. It's a perfectly good question that you asked. I just wanted to let you know that your character has some context for what you're looking at.
They are looking for knowledge.
Okay.
I think you may put it that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, me as a merchant, I am always interested in looking for interesting things. But right now, I really want to get out of this place. I don't really feel comfortable being in a village that's under siege. If I could help you, maybe you could help me.
Well, who are you? It feels like you've been questioning us a lot. So, what are your goals? Where are you? What are you up to? And where are you going?
Okay, I came here being an assistant merchant. Sadly, my party also being trapped by the siege. A lot of them have left, but also a lot of them have died. And I was the only one that's left here. And I obviously want to go back home. It wasn't really my idea or plan. Just coming here. This was not our aim of this expedition. But I come from the same homeland as you do, I can see by your clothes and your accents.
Mm-hmm.
And the big guy is checking with Ron. Was he from the same kind of like area where I come from?
Yes. Yeah. So Zort and you are from the same region.
Yeah. So I look at you, Zort, but I haven't known your name yet. I can see I can hear by your accent you come from the same area as I do. Is this true?
Well, probably. I would think so.
With a little bit of conversation, you will find that this is true. And you will also find that nobody here is saying anything that's too suspicious sounding. And during the course of this conversation, the local people are also going to be talking to you. And there are some bits of information that I would like you to try to understand. Some of it is very interesting. So everybody make an intelligence roll. May do roll percentage dice. And I have information that you will get at
11.
different levels of success. So,
Okay, I have 11,
right,
but I
so
don't know how to
Yes. What you will do
calculate
is roll the percentage dice, so 1 through 100, and
Yeah.
you will tell me if you get 55 or less.
higher, 67.
Okay.
69.
Oh no.
27.
Ooh, hello, Zor. Okay.
I'm not sure if is that enough though.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. You're not an
I
idiot.
got
all right.
41.
No, I know I'm not an idiot. Yeah.
Okay, and 41 is that's very good, and Jala also gets quite a good roll with a 14. So here are the important parts of information. First of all, as you speak with Hin and with other people in this room, because it's not just the five of you, it's quite a few people now. Because they're arranging where you're going to sleep, and they'll be speaking in terms of things that you might do, which are fairly ordinary things, nothing too much. For example, there's always information or records that that scholars like Urko and Jala can help with. So people are naming different tasks that they could use some help with. And that's the way they phrase it. Mentioning things that you might be good at, that they might benefit from. So the reaction to Zort's unusual features, nobody here is as touched by chaos as Zort is. And so he's treated with a certain amount of caution. Everybody's treating him as if he were a slightly dangerous creature.
All right.
So very few people are speaking to you directly to your face. So,
all right. So they're just asking Skava and Erko.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And so therefore Kindu is the only person who's actually spoken to you in fact in kind of a friendly way. Hey, we're from the same place. Right.
Yeah.
So now Urko, one thing that they are not mentioning even a little bit is that tower.
They're mentioning the tower.
They are not saying a single word about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And then the Hin will be very clear about something. Especially, it's very clear to Zort and to Jala that there will not be any. They are not going to help anyone or deal with anyone in terms of leaving this village until some very special event, which is due to happen soon. I would say within a week or two. Now, Akindu has been here, and you know something that people have been talking about with some fear and some anticipation. apparently there is going to be some sort of some enormous and scary entity or being is going to come to the village, and it comes regularly. Not a lot, maybe not even every year, but it comes on a schedule. And that time is coming soon. And everybody is treating it as if it's going to be a significant event. Everybody's saying, we're not going to do anything until it gets here. We can't decide until it gets here. That kind of thing. So you've been listening to talk like that for a little while. And Zort and Jala kind of pick up some kind of implication about that without any details in this conversation.
Okay.
Right.
As I'm talking to Zort, trying to be friendly, because we came from the same area, maybe even mentioning some cultural significance that's happened there, so we can, kind of bond and have a laugh. My tone and my entire body becomes a little bit anxious, and kind of like saying to him, maybe you've heard about the thing that's going to come visiting, because I'm kind of worried, not knowing exactly what's going on. The townsfolk don't really treat me as a
The one thing that you do know is whatever it
friend.
is, it's enormous.
And I'm trying to convey that to Zord. And he can see that in my body language,
I lost
and
my
also
camera.
Okay.
how I'm speaking to you.
Oh, yeah. There you're back. All right. So just answer. I'm well
So
aware
I'm
of
conveying
that.
all the information.
Yeah. Sort of like hearing about these big things, sort of like, well, we have seen a couple of things that has come. Not many of
Okay.
them I can remember have been good things happening when they come.
What do you mean?
Also quite displeasant. Oh, well, there was first this one that Skav and I found. It was looking like a man. She claims. Pretty sure it was tentacle monsters.
Oh, you're going all the way back.
Yeah.
How much of that, whatever he offered, did you drink?
That's
I guess
true.
my character kind of just went over my head. Just what?
Yeah.
Tentacles? What?
However,
Well, don't worry about that. It's
Nate,
not really.
You may recall that in the beginning of the last session, that the four of you saw an enormous
a big thing. I know.
Okay.
Okay.
There was also when we were hoisted here, maybe. I'm not sure how we actually managed to find ourselves all this way over here. But on our way here, we even... I guess that was one of the less destructive things on the way. A big man, very rotund of stone,
Oh.
waltzing around.
Was it far from here?
How many weeks, or how many days is such of travel?
Not far.
Not far. No, you only spent a few more days at the most coming down out of the mountains. Not very much.
Yeah, well, you gotta say, we saw it a few days past up in the mountains.
So you say there was a huge hunk of stone? Because I've heard some rumbling, kind of like a mountain falling down.
Yes, that sounds... Well, could be very much possible that is the thing, yes.